All right, Wayne Bettis here, the founder of the Off the Tools podcast. I just want to introduce you to our brand new sponsor, directplumbing.supplies.com. It is founded by a former tradesman who has set up his own plumbing and heating merchants. He has an online shop, which is obviously at directplumbing.supplies.com, and he delivers across the UK. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Hello, welcome to this episode of Off the Tools podcast. This wasn't a planned episode, but it's still brought to you by the Worcester Bosch 8000 lifestyle range. So if you fit boilers, go check them out. Right, this is more of a serious podcast episode today. We are in the midst of something we've not seen ever, really. Do you know? I don't know. Certainly in peacetime UK. I guess during the wars there were situations where they were obviously a lot worse than this, but for 95% of the population we've not experienced what is happening and what is going to happen, so it's all new. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on the corona outbreak. I wanted to share what as a business we are trying to do to limit the effects. You might notice I said limit the effects, and that's because it is, I feel it's going to affect us all, no matter big, small. We're all going to feel the pinch from this, and we have to, basically I think it's damage limitation time. From all the stats and all the data that's flying around, it basically, we've got probably 2 months, I'd say, of at least, of upheaval, of struggle. So now's the time we can bury our heads in the sand. We can kick and scream and moan and say X, Y, Z aren't doing their jobs properly, or they're not. You know, it's not going to help us. We need to fix the problem. Or attempt to plug the hole at least. So there's in my eyes, there's lots that we can do. So in our industry, if you think about it, we are like the fourth emergency service, okay? Because if someone's home has a leak or has a boiler broken, it takes precedent over everything that house is doing. So we have to be there 24/7, 365 days a year. Because if that customer rings up with a broken boiler, they need it fixing. Even more so in this crisis, because if boiler breaks, say it's an old person, the boiler breaks and then they get ill and they catch this devastating disease, you know, it's only going to escalate the situation and make things worse. So as an industry, we need to be out there. We need to be helping the public get things sorted. But we also need to look after ourselves. More importantly, we can't help others unless we look after ourselves. So if you're not already, you need to be sanitizing your tools as best as you can. So like Dettol wipes, Dettol sprays, things like that. Obviously there's unbranded ones, lots of different stuff that you can use. Hand gels, antibacterial soaps. You need to be generally keeping your personal hygiene and your work environment as clean as physically possible. That's just common sense, but it's something, honestly, when was the last time you gave your tools a clean? You might have given them a quick wipe over with a damp rag, but generally, you're not going to be getting the Dettol sprays out and the wipes and things like that. So taking a few extra precautions like that is certainly going to help. Not shaking people's hands, it's so weird. I've only started that this week. I won't lie, I wasn't really taking the whole thing serious until last week. So this week I've been to jobs and I've gone to put my hand out and I've sort of like pulled back and it feels very, very unnatural. I'm a very touchy-feely sort of person. It's in my nature to like handshake and pat people on the back. It's just what I do. If you ever watch my videos, my hands are always moving. They're going up and down, left and right, and I'm just a very touchy-feely sort of person. But we're in a different time now. This this world that we're living in right now isn't something that we've lived in before, so we've all got to make some changes, and little things like that are going to help stop the spread of the disease. I waffled on a little bit there. I've lost my train of thought, but so that's another step that you can take. What we're also doing is offering customers a video call rather than going out to something that may be able to be solved on the phone. Yes, I'm not going to get paid, for that, but I would rather be able to tell someone to be able to turn their stopcock off over the phone on a video call and help them out, rather than think about like the quick buck, because there's always going to be work that does need us to go to, but by limiting the amount of exposure that we have out there, I think it's certainly going to help. So that's 3 steps so far. Just to recap, it's like hand sanitizing, cleaning your tools, not shaking hands, offering video calling as some sort of service for quoting and advice rather than physical visits if possible. We can also, if there's going to be lots of scared households at the minute, so what I'm doing as a business is, before every job, I'm ringing the customer and I'm saying to them, look, we're going to be coming to your house, you need your boiler fixed. If you've got any elderly people, young children, or even yourself, you don't need to be in the room with us. We're not going to feel, we're beyond being rude or obnoxious. If you go and sit in the other room, you go upstairs, keep your kids and maybe your nan or whoever it is that's in your home, keep them away from us. Obviously, we're taking all the precautions I've mentioned before, but you can help as well the customer by staying separate from us and ensuring that contact is very, very minimal. There are just a few things that we can do, and I think if you express this to your customers, if you do a quick document, maybe write up a quick document explaining it, or do a quick video. You'll see my one circulating today. I recorded a quick video this morning. It took me 5 minutes, just basically explaining what we're doing as a company to try and assist everybody and make sure that we're not accelerating the spread of this disease. Hopefully you guys have given you some ideas on what to do, and how maybe you can sort of try and limit the effects on your business. Oh, sorry, another thing that I've just thought of: if you're owed money right now, make it a priority. I know what tradesmen and tradeswomen are like when it comes to money. We're owed money all the time, and it becomes sort of normal for that to be a large amount of money owed to us, because it generally trickles in as over the weeks and months. Life is going to be very difficult. Get all your eggs lined up. Get every bit of money that you're owed in your pocket as quickly as possible. I can't stress how important that is, because if the government put us on lockdown, or God forbid you get the illness and you're out of action for a few weeks, cash flow is what kills businesses. So you need your cash in your pocket as quickly. When I say cash, I'm not meaning physical cash. I mean you need your money in your bank. You need to make that literally number one priority before anything this week. Get what you're owed in that bank. Because I'm in a bit of a fortunate situation. You hear me talk about my service plans and things. I'm always going on about them, and I do very well out of it. And thankfully, in what's going to be happening over the next couple of months, I've got myself a little base security of income coming in. God forbid, like the customers could start cancelling. Of course they could, because if people lose their jobs and the economy really fails, then we're all going to fail. But shorter term, I've got a little bit of money coming in each and every week from my service plan customers, so I can sleep a little bit easier at the moment. Hopefully that continues. I hope that we don't see a big influx in cancellations on them. Make sure you get any money. That was the point of that little bit there. Make sure you get all of that owed, and take the government's advice, whether you're left wing, right wing, bloody socialist, capitalist, whatever you are. we have to, at this time of crisis, we have to listen to the people in charge. It's not Boris Johnson that is giving this advice, okay? We've got chief medical officers that are vastly experienced, vastly qualified, that are advising, and they're the ones making the decisions. It's not Boris, it's not the Conservatives as a rule. It's the high end, it's the high up scientific evidence and scientists that are leading the government's response. So please listen to them. If you've got elderly people in your family, just don't go and visit them at the moment. Ring them up, make sure they've got supplies. You can leave stuff on the doorstep for them. We've got to protect the most vulnerable people in society, and you're not going to do that if you think to yourself, oh, it's just me, I'll go and see me nan tonight. You're not playing your part, and it's selfish, because we all need to play a part in this, and any loved one that you don't see will thank you for it if they understand why you're doing it. So spend 10 minutes on the phone to them, get them up to speed on the situation and why you're not going to be seeing them maybe as much, but you still can help them. You can still get them their milk and bread and things in the mornings if they need it. You can get them some tins of beans and stuff to get through. The older generation have gone through a lot more than we ever have, and I'm sure that they'll get through this just as strong as they've got through a lot in their lives. So, but that all starts with us all playing our part. If you do it, someone else will do it. Someone else will do it. We have to do it as a collective, and we have to protect those vulnerable people. So that's it really for this podcast. Like I say, it was a bit unplanned, unscripted. I hope I haven't waffled on too much. I think I've got some valid points out there. Hopefully there's some bits in there that might help you guys get through some of these tough times ahead. Have a lovely rest of the day, and stay safe, everyone.
I just wanted to leave this poem as some food for thought, just to end this podcast with, so I hope you enjoy it.
Here it is. Slow dance. Have you ever watched kids on a merry-go-round? Or listened to the rain slapping on the ground? Ever followed a butterfly's erratic flight? Or gazed at the sun into the fading night? You better slow down. Don't dance so fast. Time is short. The music won't last. Do you run through each day on the fly? When you ask, "How are you?" do you hear the reply? When the day is done, do you lie in your bed with the next 100 chores running through your head? You'd better slow down. Don't dance so fast. Time is short. The music won't last. Ever told your child, "We'll do it tomorrow," and in your haste not see his sorrow? Ever lost touch? Let a good friendship die 'cause you never had time to call and say hi? You'd better slow down. Don't dance so fast. Time is short. The music won't last. When you run so fast to get somewhere, you miss half the fun of getting there. When you worry and hurry through your day, it is like an unopened gift thrown away. Life is not a race. Do take it slower. Hear the music before the song is over.
I really hope you enjoyed the show. I just wanted to put it out there for anyone listening that I offer business coaching, but also life coaching. My life is centered around something called the 3 Bs, which stands for body, business, and balance. When you work with me as a coach, we tackle all 3 aspects of life. So you as an individual, body, mindset, health, fitness, knowledge, education. Business B obviously stands for your business, improving, maximizing opportunities, elevating, making more money. And balance stands for your friends, family, loved ones, making time for everything in your life, and the freebies is the core element to that. If you'd like to learn more, I would ask you to reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you might be consuming my information, or you can email me directly at wayne@offthetools.co.uk. I'm here waiting to assist you to elevate across all aspects of life. Have a good one. No excuses. Let's go.